So today we're going to make this Happy Father's Day card with this camo background. To get started, I have some Bristol paper, and we're just going to crinkle this up. And we're going to spread this back out. And I'm going to start with my darkest color, which is Forest Moss. And I'm just going to run this over the edges of all these raised areas. And I like to kind of bend the paper a little bit as I go, just to kind of make sure I'm getting the tops of those. And now we're going to try to crinkle it in some new spots. And we're going to go in. We're going to go in with peeled paint. Okay. Next, we're going to take our spray bottle and we're going to give it a little spritz. Try to get the ink moving. And we're going to set this aside to dry. Now that our background's dry, I'm going to take some frayed burlap distress ink and sponge over the entire background to give it a little bit more of a brown color, because when we watered this down it gave it kind of a gray, more of a gray tone. I want it to have more of a brown tone. This will also help bring out some of the little creases even more. Next, we're going to work on our stamped image. This comes from Stampin's The Wilderness Awaits. And we're going to do a little bit of partial die cutting. So I want to use this circle, and I want it to come down to about there. So I'm going to make a little bit of a pencil mark for where I know I need to cut around this part of the image to get the die underneath it. So now that I've loosened the head, I can slide the die underneath and line it back up with my marks and run this through the die cutting machine, and our head will pop on the other side. So now we have a perfectly die cut image. I just need to finish fussy cutting around all his little antlers. We're going to start putting together our card. I already have a circle cut out and inked with some forest moss. We're going to stick that down right about there. We're going to put our deer with our foam tape on top of that. So this will go centered on there, just like that. Now, I already stamped the sentiment for my card, and this won't show up overly well right there. So I cut a second modern label, and I'm going to just, and this one's inked with peeled paint. I'm going to cut the ends off. I'm going to stick a little glue on the back of this one. And then I'm going to carefully make a little, try to line this up and make a little border. For either end. That's about right. We can put a little bit of that here, a little foam tape on the other side. This is going to go down right about there. Now that looks a little low, so we're going to stick this other piece of foam on there and double it up. And we have one version of the finished card. In my original example, I colored in the deer with some colored pencils. So I'll probably go back and do that and make them stand out a little bit more. I hope you enjoyed this video and got a little inspiration. Happy crafting. Bye.